Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Gardens Arena here on a Tuesday. It's the only show in town, really. A lot of sporting events postponed today due to the weather, but we still have high school girls hockey coming up this evening. Your Warroad Warriors playing host to the Fort Francis Muskies. John Michael with you here on KQ92 and on yourliveevent.com. As we've got high school girls hockey coming up. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with our coaches interviews with Warrior head coach David Marvin and also with Fort Francis head coach Jordan Larson. That is on the way coming up in the pregame. You're listening to high school hockey and KQ92 and online at yourliveevent.com.
Ready to tackle? Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Welcome back on our pregame show here Tuesday nights of girls high school hockey on KQ92 and also on your live event. Warroad playing host to Fort Francis, Ontario. Talking with Warrior coach Dizzy Marvin. Coach, sweeping the weekend, getting a couple of nice wins over a couple of quality teams.
Yeah, it was a good weekend for us, John. Gentry and of course in Breck. It's always nice to beat Breck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they ended our season a couple times in St. Paul. That was tough to swallow, but they're a good team, good young team. I think we talked about it. Well coached and early season win. That was a good feather in our hat, and that's about it. And then we got to move on.
I think you talked about it too. This is going to be, it's an early season win, but it's something that I think people are going to look at it come end of February when we get right down to it.
Well, I think so. It carries a lot of weight. You know, they were the last undefeated Class A team, and I think we're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. There's a few other teams, Dodge County and Blake and a few of them. So there's some teams that are they're right there, and I think they're going to be right there, when that time comes to playoff time.
Fort Francis, the late addition to the schedule. How did that kind of happen for you guys?
Yeah, Lakeville North bailed out on us, and we were looking for a team, and it's pretty late in the scheduling, and it worked out good for us to get Fort to come. They have, they play quite a few Minnesota teams. I think they played Crookston a couple times, and Thief River and East Grand and others, and they will play others after us, but I was happy they were able to come over. They don't have a JV team, so that's a little bit different, but it's be a good varsity game for us.
Yep, good varsity game. Does it kind of mess up with the strategy going into a game when you don't have a JV? When you got kind of a routine, right? Yeah, does it kind of mess with that?
Well, it doesn't really mess with my routine too much, but no, you're right. Kids, it's a little different, for the varsity players, but a lot, that kind of like it is in the playoffs and different things. So, but they're ready. We'll be ready to go. And, so it's a little different. Obviously, we get out here and watch the Warrior boys, practice instead of our JV. So there's something to watch anyways.
Exactly. A keys to victory over Fort Francis. What do you know about them? What are you going to have to do to come out with another W here?
I don't know. I don't know much about them, John. But you know what? Take care of our end. Same old stuff. We're looking for like our to to keep building on some things. We feel like we're getting some chemistry on some of our stuff, and then we want to get everybody going and making sure we're, like I told you, making sure we got people together that should be together, and it's a good opportunity tonight to play at home, and our girls are excited to give her. So
Coach, appreciate it. Good luck.
thanks, John.
All right. We're back after this timeout.
All right.
This is Henry from Neighbors Chevrolet in Warroad, Minnesota, your hometown Chevrolet dealer. We have 2026 models coming in right now, and if
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Welcome back on our pregame show here of tonight's girls hockey game. It's Warroad playing host to the Fort Francis Muskies. Talk with Muskies head coach Jordan Larson. Welcome to Warroad.
Yeah, thanks for having us. I'm looking forward to it. It's always nice to come here. So we were down here for a holiday tournament a couple of years ago, so it's nice to be back.
Yeah. How did this game kind of come about? I know I don't think it was on an original schedule. How did this kind of work out where you guys are going to be meeting up here on a Tuesday?
Yeah, it was just their head coach. He had emailed and texted me, kind of through familiar contacts. Jared Bethune, who's a former player here, he let me know. He's like, "Hey, just let you know, gave you your contact information up." So we kind of texted, talked about a couple dates, and this one worked out for the both of us. And yeah, that's how it came together.
All right. Talk about the Muskie season here thus far. It's been pretty good then, yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. I've been really happy with the team. We're a younger team. We only got 3 seniors and a handful of juniors, but for the most part, we're a younger team. But been really happy. In Canada, we're doing great for high school hockey, and in the Minnesota League, we're 2-3. So I'd like to see that improve, but we just got to keep playing the way that we can, and I believe in this team.
Yeah. We were kind of talking about that before we started the interview here, kind of how your season works and how your schedule works. Can you kind of explain how that goes? And because I think you might have started before these girls did, but you're playing all over right?
Yeah, just all over. Trying to get them as much exposure as possible is the key thing. And I think we got a good group of girls. So yeah, playing in Minnesota, playing quite a bit in Canada and Winnipeg and stuff like that. We have our own league where it's a 10-game league with 5 other teams, and I'm trying just to kind of play all over.
Right. And how long does the season go? Is it kind of mirror this? Does it go to the end of February? How long does it go up in Canada then?
Yeah, pretty similar. We'll have something called the All Ontario's, kind of like your Minnesota State thing,
Sure.
and we'll have playoffs. It's a weekend. It's just you win and you keep moving on. And then if you win that, you get to go to the All Ontario's. So that's basically that's about the end of March. So I guess a little bit longer than the Minnesota season, but yeah, so the end of March we'll be done.
Let's talk about the Muskies from the nets on out. Talk about your goaltenders and how they've been doing so far this year.
They've been great. So tonight, Shayna Schute's going to be in net. She's a senior. She's been with us now for the past 3 years. She's been our backbone all year. She's been really good for us. She's very calm in the net, which sometimes gives me anxiety, but no, she's been awesome for us. Both of our goaltenders have been. Anna Savage has come a long way, and really happy with the both of them.
And your decor, the folks on the blue line, pretty good too, right?
Yeah, they are. You know what? Like, we can all skate. Our biggest thing is just moving pucks a day in and day out, and sometimes that can be inconsistent. But again, they've been really good, and again, happy with them as well.
Yeah, and the girls up front, they're putting the puck in the net, aren't they?
They can. When we want to, we can fill the net. So, which is nice. It's never a bad thing to be able to score. So, the biggest thing for us is just making sure we're getting to the net. Especially against tough teams and things like that. We've been kind of struggle or inconsistent, but it's just getting us to the net. Like, we're not going to beat a good goalie on a pure shot all the time, right? We got to get to the net, crash the net hard, and hopefully we do that tonight because I know Warroad's got a good goalie.
What do you talk to your girls about, especially when you come down to Minnesota and play Minnesota high schools as opposed to maybe your opponents up in Canada?
It's a little bit more physical here. So you know what? We try to do that. I try to emulate it in practice as much as possible. These are the games you want to win, right? In a sense, it's kind of Canada, USA, and these are the games that we really look forward to and really get pumped up for. So, in practice, we try to make it as physical as possible, and we try to bring that for our league game too, because obviously it works and it's a great way to play. Like, this is great hockey. So, you know what? We just try to get pumped up, physical, moving pucks well, because every team here does that. So.
Tuesday, you're playing a Tuesday game, or you have more games after this? What's your schedule looking like for the rest of the week?
Yeah. So today we're here. Tomorrow we have a league game up in Red Lake. It's quite a trek. It'll be an early morning bus ride and play a game. We're looking forward to that. And then on the weekend we're back in we're in the Twin Cities area, Shakopee Gentry Academy, and coming home we'll finish off with Moose Lake. And we're busy this week. But that's who wants it any different, right?
Right. Exactly. Coach, appreciate it. Thanks. And, best of luck in the rest of your season. And thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
All right. We're back after this timeout.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
Wednesday, snow ending with a high temperature of 12 degrees, minus 11 Celsius. On Thursday, we'll see cloudy skies with a high of 13, minus 11 Celsius. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller on Lake Country, KQ92. Right now, it's 16.
All right, welcome back to the Gardens Arena. We're just about ready to get underway. The teams are going to be coming out on the ice here. That is coming up where it gives us a chance to go ahead and do our starting lineups for both teams. As they taking a look at your goaltender matchup, Shayna Schutz, it'll be your goalie for the Muskies. Having a nice season here thus far. She'll be opposed by Peyton Raleigh. She's played in every game for Warroad. She's got a 7-2 record. On the blue line for the Muskies is Maya Lepage and Peyton Arpin. Lepage is a grade 10, and Arpin is a grade 9. On the blue line for Warroad, it'll be Lydia Filing and Michaela Lee up front for the Muskies. Centering that top unit is going to be Marley Bliss. She is committed to go play college hockey at Concordia coming up next season. And so some exciting stuff as far as that goes. On her left is going to be Gianna Gushalek, and on her right, Bella Fry. And that top unit for the Warriors will be centered by Carly Kohlbrenner. On her left, Olivia Anthony, and on her right, Jaylee French. And both of those units have been putting the puck in the net here as of late. Again, this is a late season addition to both schools. Again, Warroad, they had Lakeville North on the schedule, and that didn't happen. They needed another game on the schedule, and Fort Francis had an opening, and they went and they put this one together. Fort Francis, they play here tonight, and then they're going to go back to Fort Francis. They'll get a night's sleep, then they'll get on the bus and travel to Red Lake, Ontario for a league game. And then they'll come back, and after that, then they go down to the Twin Cities. They go down to Shakopee, and they'll take on Gentry Academy. On the way back up to Fort Francis, they'll take on Moose Lake, and then they'll make their way back home. From what I was told, something along the lines of 1,500 miles, and that kind of equates to 2,200 kilometers. We're going to take a break. We're going to be back with the start of tonight's game after this.
Farmers Union Oil Warroad Center makes your visit easy and rewarding. They welcome you.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB The Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB The Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Services to thoughtful guidance every step.
HQ was definitely built around the person, the architecture, the windows, the lights, like everything feels alive in that space. But then there's also these little nooks and crannies where you can go and relax. If you think about a home and what you want in your home and how it makes you feel comfortable and you want to be there, I think that's what HQ provides. Come join me at Marvin, you'll love it here.
All right, welcome back to the Gardens Arena. We're about ready to get underway here with tonight's girls hockey game. Warroad Warriors taking on the Fort Francis Muskies. Muskies gathered around their goaltender, Shayna Shute, and the Warriors gathered around Peyton Raleigh. And every now and again, you broadcast a game where you get two teams with the same color schemes. Warriors black and gold, and the Muskies with their black uniforms, or sharp black uniforms with the gold and white trim. The black helmets. Warriors also wearing black helmets. As they will go from left to right here in the first period. The Muskies will go from right to left. It will be Marley Bliss and Carly Kalbrenner. And here we go. We're underway here with the opening period. It's going to be tipped down low into the zone here by Bella Fry. Set up along the board now. Pass up ahead. Jaylee French brings it across the blue line. French makes a nifty move around the defender. Shot. Hits the side of the nets. Rush up ice now. Here come the Muskies. It's Bella Fry. Crossing the red line. Bringing it in onside now. Taking out the play. Puck knocked away there. Still in the zone. Now it's going to be sent out to center. It'll be brought across again here by Jaylee French. Drop pass, shot from the circle. That one save made shoot. That one goes all the way through the blue painted area and over into the near corner. Play here on the near side. We're coming up on the opening minute of elapsed time here in the opening period. Scoreless hockey game here at the Gardens Arena. It's going to be brought right back in here to Lindsay Lawrence, and now over into the corner. Now chasing after it, Sailor Easton here for the Muskies. Play here along the near side, still tied up here along the board. Now it's going to be pushed up ahead. Taken there by Warroad. Shot out in front. Puck loose in front. Shoot with the save. Now here's Vivian Marcoco with the high shot. That one blocked away. To be set up here and kept in at the point here. It's going to be Reagan Haley. He'll dump it down low. Play back behind the net now over the near side. Shot. Another save there by Shoot here for Fort Francis. She has 4 here already here in the hockey game. Pass up ahead a little bit too far that time for Willow Mason. It'll be sent back up to center ice. Deep pass deep back in the Fort Francis end. And we played over a minute here in the opening period. No score yet. It is Emmy Hardwick. She'll bring it across now. She's got Taylor Reese with it. Hardwick with the shot. That one blocked away by the defense out in front of the Fort Francis net. Another shot in. Another block by the defense. It's going to be brought back the other way. It's Logan Narinsky who will bring it across. Narinsky, as the Muskies get a line change now, they'll chase after it here in the Warroad end. Coming up on 3 minutes played here in period number 1 here. Scoreless hockey game from the Gardens Arena. Sent over here in the near side. Tied up, and we're going to get a whistle and a stoppage of play here. Stoppage of play as we will get a face-off here just outside of the Fort Francis blue line coming up over on the far face-off dot. 14:35 left to go here in the opening period. Gathered up here now by Warroad. D-to-D pass. Here's Michaela Lee with it now. Banks it off the near wall, and it's going to be pushed into the zone there by Samantha Earhart. Shoot. Leaves it for her teammates. Peyton Harpin over there for Fort Francis. Shot for the point. That one's going to be deflected away. Caroms off over into the near corner. Muskies trying to clear. Warriors keeping it in the zone. Earhart now it's Linnea Heron with it over there. Now gathered in there by Sophia Tange. Warriors get control of it once again now. Played down low. Set up all around the board here now. Peyton Harblick. Now it's going to be shot back behind the net. Back after it now is going to be Samantha Earhart here for Warroad. Earhart outside the circle. Gets it back up top. Here's Michaela Lee. Lee with it. Stick goes flying. That was Sophia Tange who lost the stick. Now she's able to retrieve it. There's Olivia Anthony with it now. Puck kind of got caught up. And it's going to be shot down the ice here by the Muskies. And a icing and a faceoff coming up in the Fort Francis end here. 3:35 has elapsed in the opening period. No score between Warroad and Fort Francis. Shots 4 for the Warriors. Muskies yet to register a shot on net here as of yet. here in the opening period. Play back behind the net. Centering feed out front. Jaylee French shot. That one's knocked away by the Fort Francis defense out in front of Shayna Shute. Jaylee French up top. Now shot in. That one knocked away. And a save made. Play over here near side. Kept in here by Warroad. Jaylee French. Jaylee outside here. Now it's going to be Vivian Marcoca trying to center it. And the shot fanned on as it was coming through the crease area. Gathered up here now by Warroad. Play over here near corner. Pass up top. That one's going to be deflected in the corner. It's Reagan Haley with it now. Haley with it in the near corner. Centering pass out front. Shot and a goal. No, they wave it off. They said goal, and then they waved. He waved his arms around. Waved his arms as so he waved it off. They put the goal up. Oh, they're going to call it a goal. We were going by the referee's gesture down on the ice. So it is going to be indeed a goal. It's going to be on the first period at 4:17. And it's going to be Carly Kalbrenner, I believe, is going to get the goal. We'll get the assist coming up here. Nope, they did take it off. I was right. They did wave the goal off. It is 0-0. But it was Carly Kalbrenner that put the puck in the net. 0-0 score. Play back down in the Warroad end off to the right of Peyton Raleigh. Now back behind the net here, far corner. It's going to be Taylor Reese. Back here now for Ellie Hardwick. Play up here along this side now for Emmy Hardwick. Her pass gets knocked down, has it center ice, up ahead a little bit to Ellie Hardwick. Now it's Emmy Hardwick with it now for Warroad. Gathered in now it's Lindsay Lawrenson. Lawrenson now it's Taylor Reese. Carries it across here left side. Reese still with the puck. Tried to center it. That one deflected away. Puck kept in here now by Warroad. 5 minutes have elapsed here in the opening period. And we get a stoppage of play here with 12 minutes left here in period number 1. No score. Almost had a goal, but was indeed waved off by the official right down on the ice as it was the net was knocked off. Puck drawn back a little bit too far for Michaela Lee. She's going to have to go all the way back into her own end. Lee now, it's going to be Lee and Lydia Filing. Play here along the near side now. The Warriors get it back up and out. Lee with it. That's going to be knocked down, sent back the other way here now by Fort Francis. Play in front of the Warroad player bench area. Still tied up over there. And it's going to be pushed into the zone there by Sophia Tangape now for the Muskies. Play back behind the net of Peyton Raleigh. Play over here for our corner. Sent up and out. Now it's Lindsay Lawrenson with it now. Lawrenson up ahead. It's carried across now by Warroad. Top of the circle left side. Play on this side now. Shot. And a save. That was knocked away there. It was a nifty move out front. Got the Warriors able to get a shot away. 0-0 your score. Coming up on 6 minutes played here in the opening period. Take it out. There's Reagan Haley for Warroad. Brought across on side now. Drop pass shot taken. That one's sticked aside there by Shoots for Fort Francis. And it's going to be tipped back into the neutral zone. Gathered in now. It's Reagan Haley. She'll bring it in onside. Haley toward the middle now. Still has it. Sends it over here far corner now. And eventually winds back up with the puck. Haley trying to dump it down low. Now it's going to be played on this side. Here's Carly Brecky with the shot. Loose in front, still loose. Now it's going to be cleared up and out by Hannah Pope here for Fort Francis. Coming up on 7 minutes played here in the opening period. Still no score between Warroad and Fort Francis. Play back inside of the Warroad end now. It's Reagan Haley. It's going to be tipped up and played in onside now. Linnea Heron tipping it into the zone. Taken up here by the Muskies. Sent over here to Gushlak for Fort Francis. Now chasing after it here. It's Vivian Marcoke up here for Warroad. Play back behind the net of Shoot. Play over here in the near side. Still tied up here along the board. Now it's going to skip the defense. Now chasing after it here. Bella Fry for Fort Francis. Fry with it, taken off the play. Play goes over here near corner. 9:31 left to go here, first period. Fry trying to center it. That got knocked down. Nice job by the Warroad defense back in their own end there. That was Ellie Hardwick back there on the defense. Played into the Fort Francis end. Steered aside there by Shoot over into the corner now. Jaylee French there for Warroad. It's going to be played up to the neutral zone. Dumped right back in here now by Keith Johnson. Gathered up here, Hannah Pope. Pope there, and also over there is Sailor Easton. Well, it's going to be brought across here now by the Muskies. Little Mason chasing after it here in the near corner here for Fort Francis. Trying to get it over now for Narinsky. Still tied up over here. Now the Warriors able to regain control. Now it's Taylor Reese bringing it across here on the near side. Reese shot short side. Save made by Shoot. That is her 9th. We're halfway through the first period. Halfway through period number 1. No score between Warroad and Fort Francis. Is Lindsay Lawrenson. Her pass, it was kind of a rolling puck that time that the forward couldn't quite get a hang on. That was Taylor Reese over there. Reese with the centering pass, kind of a rolling puck, couldn't get that one to lay flat. Now here comes Lydia Filing, shoots, she scores. So Lydia Filing will get the first goal of the hockey game, and it will come at 8:50 of the first period, and Warroad gets on the board first. Lydia Filing, that is going to be her second goal of the season. We'll get the assist coming up here in just a bit as well. 8 minutes left to go here, first period, 1-0 Warroad. Warroad right back in, shot in, glove save made by Shoot.
Olivia Phillies by number 10, Hardwick, and number 7, Lindsay Lawrenson, filling from
Emmy Hardwick and Lindsay Lawrenson on the assists. So for Emmy Hardwick, that's assist number 6. And for Lawrenson, that's assist number 5. 1-0 Warroad, 7:55 left to go here, first period. Gathered in now, it's going to be played up and out. Sent into the zone now, give it chase here for the Muskies. Tangay now, it's going to be gathered up here by Warroad, sent right back up to the center ice area. Maya Lepage playing it up here to the center ice area now here for the Muskies. Sent back in here now by Warroad. A D-to-D pass now gathered in here by the Muskies Sailor Easton. Hope had it. Now it was knocked away. Now it's going to be pushed up ahead, sent into the zone. Now the Warriors get it out to the center ice area. Sent up, and it's going to be pushed back the other way. Now the Warriors able to get it back into the Fort Francis end. Shot in. That was deflected wide there by Jaylee French. 7 minutes left to go here in the period. Shot in, and a goal. Scoring the Warriors' seconds is Olivia Anthony. She's been hot as of late. That is her 7th goal of the season. Time of the goal be at 9:59, so a minute and 9 seconds after Warroad took a 1-0 lead. They now lead 2-0. Olivia Anthony's 7th goal of the year. Jaylee French on the assists. That is her 8th. So Olivia Anthony with 14 points down. Jaylee French with 15. Play stop their side of the net. Stopped there by the Warrior netminder Peyton Raleigh. So Lydia Filling and Olivia Anthony with goals here in the opening period here for Warroad. 6:42 left to go here in the first period. Tied up now, going back out to the neutral ice area. Muskies shooting it in. Back behind the net of Raleigh. Tipped up ahead now. The Warriors with it here at center ice. It's Lindsay Lawrenson. Lawrenson playing it in now. Play goes over here near corner. Now back behind the net is Shoot. 6:20 left to go here in the period. 2-0 Warroad with the lead here over Fort Francis. Set down here in the near wall. Still tied up over there. Gathered up by the Warriors centering feed out front. That didn't connect with Lawrenson. Didn't quite put her stick on the puck to get a shot away. It's going to be skated back the other way there by Bella Fry here for Fort Francis. Right here along the near side here. Less than 6 minutes left to go here in period number 1. Pass up ahead, and it's going to find the stick of Hannah Pope, who comes off the bench and on the ice for her shift out, her next shift. Pope with it, had it knocked away, played up ahead now, trying to get it up ahead to Willow Mason. Sent in now, saved there by Shoot, and we'll get a stoppage of play here. 5:32 left to go here in the opening period. And a 2-0 Warroad lead over Fort Francis. Shots 12 now for Warroad. And the Muskies with 1 in the opening period, 1 shot. Off the draw, play over here near corner, back out to the point. Knocked down here by the Muskies. Still tied up in the corner now. It's going to be Carly Brecky. She'll push it up along the wall here and along the backside. Muskies trying to clear fanning on it that time. Now they try and get it out and able to do so. It goes off the stick there of Vivian Marcoca. Gathered up here now by Fort Francis. Skated up and out. This time it's Logan Norinsky bringing it in here for Fort Francis. Taken up now by Reagan Haley for Warroad. Gets the puck back from Marcoca. Haley up ahead. Had it knocked away. Taken up here down by Warroad. It'll skated up here. Brought up and across here by Eva Corrington. Corrington with it. Switches to the forehand shot in. That one goes wide of the net. Center on the board here now by the Muskies. 4:35 left to go here in the period. 2-0 on the Security State Bank scoreboard here. Warroad with 2, and the Muskies looking for 1. Here's Marley Bliss. Marley Bliss with a shot. Center on that first unit. And already committed to Concordia next season. Gathered up here now by the Muskies. Shot in. That gets knocked down. It's going to be skated up and out now. Played out here now. Carly Brecky. She'll send it into the Fort Francis end. She'll head up on a line change. Play over here for our corner. Laid up off the wall. Gathered in now by Peyton Harbluck, who will send it down the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing and a faceoff coming back down in the Fort Francis end here. 3:49 left to go here in period number 1. 2-0 is the score. 2-0. The Warriors with the lead. Goals from Lydia Filing and also from Olivia Anthony. Face off to the right to Shayna Shute, the goaltender here for Fort Francis. Sent all the way around the board here near side. Gathered in. Now it's going to be sent over here far corner. Chasing after there, Blair Cross now for the Muskies. Bouncing puck now. It's going to be taken down there by Filing. Shot in. That one sticked aside by Shute. Played back behind the net, centering feed. That's knocked down by the Fort Francis defense. Played up and off the wall there that time by Pope. And it'll go all the way into the Warroad end. Chasing after it there, Bella Fry over there for the Muskies. In the near corner now, 3:09 left to go here. 2-0 Warroad with the lead here on the Security State Bank scoreboard. That's going to go all the way down the length of the ice. Taken up here by Hannah Pope. Setting it on this side. Found a stick of a Warrior and kept in here. Here's Olivia Anthony with it now. Centering feed out in front. Shoot with the save. Shot, rebound, and a goal. Shoot with the save. Initial save. But beyond that, it's goal number 2 for Olivia Anthony. Time of the goal is going to be at 14:09. Her second goal of the period and her 8th of the season. Makes it a 3-0 game. Drop of the puck now. Marcoca over here to Reagan Haley. Haley on this side. Now it's going to be brought across. Here's Emmy Hardwick. Hardwick, high shot that goes wide. Cherum's off the back wall. Brenner and French on the assist. That's the second assist for Jaylee French here in the period. 3-0 now. Warroad with the lead. Warriors lead 3-0 here in the period. Set back over into the Warroad end here now. 2 minutes left to go. Period number 1, 3-0 Warroad with the lead here over the Fort Francis Muskies. Sent back behind the net is Shoot. She's made 15 saves here in the first period here for Fort Francis. Ellie Hardwick with it now. It's deflected toward the net and a goal. Hardwick set it toward the net. It was deflected at the side of the net. And it will be, I think it's Linnea Heron with the goal. Time of the goal is going to be at 15:10. So about a minute after Olivia Anthony gave the Warriors a 3-0 lead, it's now 4. Minute 44 left here in period number 1. Here come the Muskies back the other way. It's Hannah Pope. Gathered up here now by Warroad. Ellie Hardwick on the assist. And the save there by Shoot. Says 3-0 on the scoreboard here at the Gardens Arena, but we've got goals marked down for Lydia Piling, 2 for Olivia Anthony, and 1 for Linnea Heron. Face off to the right of Shoot. Made 16 saves here in the period. Shot in. Now here come the Muskies back the other way. It's Bella Fry. Fry skating in on Peyton Raleigh. Shot, scores! Bella Fry on the breakaway. Time of the goal is going to be at 15:43. That makes it 4-1 as the Muskies get on the board. 4-1 now, and we're in the final minute of play here in the opening period. Bella Fry with the goal here for Fort Francis, converting on the breakaway that time. Kalbrenner drop pass now, shot in. And we'll get a face-off here. So Bella Fry with the goal for the Muskies. As they get on the board here, it is a Warroad 4 and Fort Francis 1 shots in the period. We'll get to those. We'll get to our first period scoring summary coming up at the conclusion of the period. 4-1 year score on the Security State Bank scoreboard in favor of Warroad. It's going to be sent up to center. Gathered up here, Carly Kalbrenner. Carly with the shot. Puck loose now. It's going to be cleared out of harm's way by the Fort Francis defense. Back up top toward the middle, and it'll be skated up and out here now by the Muskies. Sent into the Warroad end here. Final seconds of play here in period number 1 here in a 4-1 hockey game. It'll be Carly Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner now skating it in, skating all the way through. Kalbrenner with the shot, rebound. That gets pushed wide. 14 seconds left. Kalbrenner almost did a coast-to-coast job there. Now shot in, one-timer, that one, goal. And that is Olivia Anthony, and if that is going to be the, that's a natty hat trick. Time of the goal is going to be at 16:54 of the period. And it is Olivia Anthony, her 3rd goal. 5-1 Warroad here. Final seconds of play ticking down here in period number 1. That's going to do it. 17 minutes in the books. So the score, the Warroad Warriors 5, the Fort Francis Muskies 1. We're going to be back right after this.
This Thanksgiving.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
All right, welcome back to the Gardens Arena. We are in our first period intermission, and our score after 17 minutes of play, the Warroad Warriors leading Fort Francis by a score of 5-1. Recapping the scoring, we actually had a goal before the first goal was scored. We actually had a goal that it was put into the net by Carly Kalbrenner, but just before that happened. And I think this actually happened. It was on a little bit grander scale, so to speak. But I think this happened in the Minnesota Wild game not too long ago. The net came off and was pushed back, but it was soon enough that the official that was over on the far corner originally signaled goal and then waved it off when he saw that the net had come off. Now, in the Wild game when that happened, the net was still on. I think it was still on and still secured to one side, and that's why the goal was. I think that's why the goal was allowed as far as that goes. But the net had come off of both pegs, and that's why the goal was waved. That first one was waved off. But the Warriors did. They put up 5, and basically the second half of the first period, first goal coming at 8:50, Lydia filling with the goal, assist going to Emmy Hardwick and Lindsay Lawrence, and it was 1-0 at that time. Warroad would then score about 1 minute and 9 seconds after that. Olivia Anthony would score what would be 3 in the first period. Scored her first at 9:59, assist to Jaylee French. It was 2-0 at that time. Scored her second goal about 4 minutes later, somewhere in there. Second goal was assisted by Carly Kalbrenner and also Jaylee French. as those three playing on that top unit for Warroad made it 3-0. Warriors made it 4-0 on a goal by Linnea Heron and an assist to Ellie Hardwick. Fort Francis got on the board. It was a breakaway attempt for Bella Fry, and she skated in on Peyton Rowley, buried the puck, made a nifty move out in front of her, and buried the puck into the net, getting the Muskies on the scoreboard. Time of that goal, 15:43, and the Warriors getting a goal with 6 seconds left in the period, and it was Olivia Anthony with her third goal of the period, and assist going to Carly Kalbrenner, her second assist of the period, making it a 5-1 Warroad lead after 17 minutes of play. Shots in that first period, 15 for Warroad, so 18 saves for Fort Francis netminder Sheen and Shoot, and for Warroad, for Fort Francis, they had 2 shots on net, so 1 save for Warroad netminder Peyton Raleigh in that first period. Again, it's the Warriors and the Fort Francis Muskies going at it here in high school girls hockey here on a Tuesday, where a lot of events. I shouldn't say a lot of, but I would say a good chunk of, whether it be and most were probably happened a little bit further off to the south of us here. A lot of games postponed, and that basically stretching from Kitson County over in far northwestern Minnesota and down south of where we are, down into the Grigla area and down by Pennington County, and then areas further off to the south there. That's where they were getting the snow, and that's where the postponements and cancellations were coming in. As a matter of fact, there were some schools that let out early today. I think it was about at noon. I think Greenbush Middle River School let out early here and got kids home before things got really, really bad, because there is supposed to be some more snow in the forecast. Kind of experienced that last night when we did Warrior girls basketball over at the gymnasium. We went in, wasn't much snow on the ground, but I tell you what, when we got out of the gym and everything was done, there was about 2 inches of snow, fresh new snow on the ground. And again, they're calling for more. We'll see what happens when we're done here at the arena. We've got 2 more periods of hockey to play here as the Warriors taking on Fort Francis. Again, 5-1 Warrior lead on the Security State Bank scoreboard. And we will get into the second period coming up here in just a bit. Again, a busy week, a busy rest of your week coming up on KQ 92. And I think this is going to be, let's see, let me look, double check. I think this is the final Your Live event for Warroad Radio and Warroad Sports for the week. But no, I checked that Thursday. We'll have 2 more. And so take a look at that Your Live event schedule. It'll be a basketball doubleheader over at the high school to be Warroad playing host to Roseau. We'll have that on KQ92 and yourliveevent.com. That'll be coming up on Thursday. We also have a doubleheader on our sister station, the Northern Star, 1410 AM and 1029 FM, KRWB. It'll be BGMR going up against the Mahnomen Waban Thunderbirds in Greenbush. That'll be on Thursday, a couple of basketball doubleheaders. Then we switch back to hockey on Friday. Friday, we will be on KQ92. We will be over at the Lake of the Woods International Arena. We'll have Lake of the Woods hockey. As a matter of fact, it'll be the Bears' first home game. They played 5, and they have their first home game coming up on Friday night when they play host to the Kitson County Central Bearcats. We'll have that early start time. Note that, as it'll get underway at 6. That means we'll have a pregame right around 5:45. And on KRWB, we'll have Rosa Ram hockey. Rosa Rams playing host to Sartell. And that will also be an early start time, a 6 o'clock start time. Again, both on radio on Friday. You can't catch the games online. You can catch both the Lake of the Woods game and the Roseau game online as you can go to our website and at kq92.com. And if you want to listen to the Warroad game, click on KKWQ Listen Live. If you want to listen to the Roseau game, click on KRWB Listen Live. Or another option as far as listening online, download the brand new KQ92 app. You can go to the App Store or Google Play and search KKWQ, download the app, fire it up, and as soon as you fire it up and open it up, you're going to get sound right off the bat. And you can listen to high school sports in that regard. So you can listen on the radio, you can listen on our website, KQ92.com, or you can listen on the KQ92 mobile app, the KQ92 and KRWB mobile app. Both you can find on the App Store or Google Play as far as that goes. And we're going to be coming up on the second period here. We're going to take one final break. When we come back, we'll have the second period here on tonight's girls hockey game. It's Warroad 5, Fort Francis 1. We're going to come back after this timeout on KQ92 and your live event.
The Woods full.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
All right, welcome back to Warroad and the Gardens Arena. About ready to get underway here. Second period of play. We're going to put 17 minutes up on the clock, and we'll get underway here with period number 2. Warroad will defend the goal off to our right, and Fort Francis a goal off to our left. As Warroad will be working from right to left here in the second period. Fort Francis from left to right. Again, 5-1 your score. Olivia Anthony with a hat trick here already. And Bella Fry with a goal. And that for Bella Fry, that's her 4th goal against Minnesota high school competition here thus far on the season. And we're about ready to get underway here. Period number 2. Here we go. We're off and we are off. And taken up here now by the Muskies. It's going to be sent into the Warroad end, kept in there now by Gina Grushlak. Sent all the way through now. It's going to be gathered in here by Marley Bliss. Back behind the net, flipped up high, deflected over into the corner, kept in here again by the Muskies. Bliss keeps it in here along the near side. Again, the commit to Concordia University, or Concordia College down in Moorhead. Now it's going to be played up and out now and give it chase down to Olivia Anthony. She's already got 3 goals here in the hockey game. 5-1 your score. here as we are just underway here in period number 2. And we'll get a face-off coming up here with 46 seconds into the period. Sailor Easton into the contest. Claire Cross in there. Hannah Pope. Willa Mason. And we're back to it. Taken up here now by Warroad. Play over here in the near corner, still tied up over there. Sent around the far wall. Taken up by the Muskies now as they try and get it up ahead. It's going to be stopped up there by the Warrior defense. Nice job there. It's going to be brought across. There's Emmy Hardwick firing the shot in. Blocker save made by Shoot. As we're into period number 2, coming up on 2 minutes played. Looking for a centering feed was Goldrenner. This one's going to go in on net. Shot's going to go in on net. Raleigh leaving it there for Marcoca, who plays it up ahead. Now it's going to be knocked away there for Fort Francis by Logan Narinsky. Taken up here is going to be played into the Fort Francis end by Warroad. Now Narinsky with it once again. Gathered up here by Warroad, back in their own end. Play over into the corner, Reagan Haley. Haley, D-to-D pass here now, far side, now flat toward the middle. Tipped up ahead here now, Lindsay Lawrenson, gathered up here now by the Muskies. Kept in here, Lawrenson and Corrington there. Lawrenson scores! Lindsay Lawrenson going top shelf. Goal here, second period. Time of the goal is going to be at 1:55 into the period. And Lindsay Lawrenson, that is her second goal. Makes it a 6-1 Warroad lead here over the Fort Francis Muskies. An unassisted goal for Lawrenson. And a whistle stop and play here with 14:52 left. So the Warriors now lead 6-1 here over the Muskies. And Lindsay Lawrenson with a goal barely 2 minutes into the second period to give the Warriors a 5-goal lead. Take it up here now by Fort Francis. It's Marley Bliss with it now, wearing the C on the sweater. And it's going to be sent in, and it's going to be offside. We're going to bring a face-off back down into the Fort Francis end. Don Michael with you here on a Tuesday. Lake Country KQ92. YourLiveEvent.com. Linnea Heron on the draw. Pete Johnson dumping it down low here for Warroad. Play goes over here near corner. Still tied up here along the corner now. Back out to the point now. Dump down low here. Ellie Hardwick now is going to be taken up here by the Muskies. I think that was Marley Bliss over there. Flipping it up high in the air. And it's going to get through now. The Muskies bringing it back the other way as Peyton Harbluck. 14-14 left to go here. Period number 2 here in a 6-1 game. Here's Ellie Hardwick over there. Taken off the play. Played up ahead now. Pass didn't quite connect with Hannah Pope that time. She had gotten behind the Warroad defense. But the pass didn't quite connect. It goes all the way down to the Warroad end. The icing call is going to bring the face-off back into the Fort Francis end. Face-off here, near face-off circle, or far face-off circle now. Taken up here, high shot in. That goes wide of the net. It's going to be kept in here down by Warroad here near corner. 3:07 played here in period number 2. It is 6-1 Warroad here on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Carly Kalbrenner drop pass. Taken away there by the Muskies. Muskies at center ice now. It's going to be brought in onside. Brought in there by Gina Gushlak. Muskies with it momentarily. Now it's going to be Olivia Anthony. Anthony up ahead now to Jaylee French. Muskies getting there first now. Play goes back behind the net of Shoot. Play here near corner. 13:20 left to go here in the period. Paid out in front. Shot in. That one knocked down. Another save for Shoot. 2 of them back to back there. Now play back over here in the near corner. Warroad with it here. Centering feet in front. Broken up there nicely here by the Muskies. It's going to be skated back the other way. Skated in now by Gushlak. Shot in. Saved by Raleigh. And the Warriors sent it out to center ace. It's going to be Maya Lepage. Lepage sent it into Warroad territory. Gathered in here now, Michaela Lee with it. Lee now back behind her own net. Now flips it over here into the far corner. In here now by Fort Francis. Knocked down by a Warroad defender. Played up ahead now. Here's Taylor Reese. Reese here on the near side. Taylor Reese sending it toward the net. That one deflected wide. Now Jaylee French over here. French looking for Lindsay Lawrenson, who is up front now. Lindsay coming in to help out. Now Lawrenson with the puck over here far corner. 12:18 left. Lawrenson, she hit the post on that one, and she made a nifty move in on the Fort Francis net. Gathered up here again now by Warroad. It's Lawrenson. Lawrenson trying to center it. Puck laying here side of the net. Now the Muskies skating it back up and out now. It's Peyton Harbluck with it. Harbluck will send it into the Warroad end. Harbluck here in the near corner now. It'll flip it over here to Sophia Tange. Now Reagan Haley over there here for Warroad. Warriors trying to break it out of their own end, and they finally do so. Play here at center ice here. 11:39 left to go here. Period number 2. Shot in. Another save made by Shoot. That is save number 23 for the Fort Francis netminder. Play at center ice now. Reagan Haley, D-to-D pass. Here's Vivian Marcoca. Marcoca, the late penalty coming up here on Fort Francis, and Warroad will have a power play. I believe this is going to be a first penalty of the game, and it comes 5 minutes and 42 seconds into the second period. And going off is Sailor Easton. So Warroad will have a power play here for the next 2 minutes. Face off to the right, Shayna Shoot. Here's Jaylee French. Her shot deflected wide. Kept in here by the Warriors. Now play here the near corner. Tied up here along the wall. Gathered in here by Fort Francis. They try and clear it out. Warroad keeping it in, doing a nice job there on the power play, keeping the puck in the zone. 10:45 left to go here, being period number 2 here. It's Warroad 6 and Fort Francis 1. Minute 24 left to go in the minor penalty to the Muskies Sailor Easton. Warriors with it now. It's Taylor Reese with it. Shot in now. That's another save for Shoot. That is save number 24 on the evening. Marcoca it's sent down over into the corner. Return pass. Back behind the net. Flipping it through. Kept in here by Warroad. Outside the circle. Now play down low. Back outside the circle here far side. It's Olivia Anthony with some give and go. Now it'll be sent down the length of the ice here by the penalty kill of the Muskies. Coming up on 10 minutes play left to go here in period number 2. It's Warroad 6 and Fort Francis 1. 6-1 your score. Brought in now, shot, score. That is going to be Amy Hardwick. Hardwick with the goal. And the time of the goal is going to be at 7:12. We'll get the assist as well, but the Warriors now lead by 6. 7-1. You're over the Fort Francis Muskies. No, 7-1 lead now. 9:45 left. Ava Corrington on the assist. 7-1 Warroad, 9:30 left to go. Marley Bliss after it now here for Fort Francis. Sent back behind the net of Raleigh. And the Muskies with 2 shots here in the period. She had 2 in the first. One of them found the back of the net. That came off the stick of Bella Fry. That was back in the first period at 15:43. Sent into the Fort Francis end. Shot in. Save made by Shoot. She'll cover it up. And again, that is save number 25 for the Fort Francis netminder. 9:05 left to go here in the second period. It's Warroad 7 and Fort Francis 1. And Fort Francis, they've got a game tonight, and they have got a game in Red Lake, Ontario tomorrow. We're going to get on the bus tomorrow morning about 10 o'clock after playing here tonight. And get on the bus about 10 o'clock tomorrow and head on up to Red Lake, Ontario for a league game in the league that they play in up in Canada. Here's Linnea Heron back the other way in for Warroad, bringing it across now on the backhand. Send it over to here, far side. It's Samantha Earhart. Back to Linnea Heron, back behind the net. Muskie's trying to clear it over into a corner and now do so, going all the way around the board now back into the neutral ice area. Back after it here now, Keith Johnson with it here. Johnson, now Hannah Pope with it here for Fort Francis. Bringing it in on side. Pope skating it in, trailing on a play. Now it's going to be Earhart who will knock it down. Now it's Heron with it. Heron up ahead now. It's Ava Corrington. Corrington around the defense. Corrington now back behind the net. Play here near side, centering feed. That one didn't quite connect. Played up ahead now to Marley Bliss. Bliss will bring it across now. Play over here in the corner here now for the Muskies. Halfway through period number 2, it's Warroad 7 and Fort Francis 1. Centering feed that time. That got knocked down by the Warroad defense over there. Muskies back up top now. Played back over into the corner. And a Warroad with the puck as they get it back out to center. Skating it up and out now. Here's Jaylee French. French, high shot in. Save made there by Shoot. It is save number 26. French with it once again. Fires it in. Flected away by the Warroad netminder. 7:49 left to go here in the period. Shot in Reagan Haley. That's a save, another save for Shoot. That's her 27th save of the hockey game. 7:37 left to go here in the second period. 7-1 Warroad on the Security State Bank scoreboard. The Warriors bringing it right back in. The shot toward the net, deflected wide of the net now. And sent over here for our corner. It's Olivia Anthony. She had 3 in the first. Centering feed out front, shot in. That one knocked down. Here come the Muskies back the other way. Skating it back the other way here for Fort Francis as they get it into zone. Getting it into the zone was Peyton Harplick. Now the Warriors back the other way. It's Reagan Haley. Long cross ice pass. It's got Carly Kalbrenner out in front. Carly with the shot. Rebound. And another save for Shoot. 6:50 left to go here in the period. Goes behind the Fort Francis net. Now out to center ice. Here come the Muskies back the other way. Shot in. Save there by Peyton Raleigh. Muskies looking for a centering feed now. They bring it back out to the point to Peyton Arpin. Tip back behind the net, chasing after it now over here near corner is Logan Narinsky. Narinsky here on the near side. Gathered up by Warroad, taken up by the Warriors. It's Lindsay Lawrenson. She's got a goal in the hockey game. Plays it toward the middle now. Michaela Lee with it now. Lee over here now to Reagan Haley. Haley tried to get it to Taylor Reese. Played up ahead now. Hardwick had it momentarily. Now Marley Bliss with it here for Fort Francis. Bliss carries across here left side. Bliss firing the shot in. Save made. Kicked out of there. Puck goes over into the corner. Bliss with it once again. Bliss centering feed in front. Raleigh steers it aside. 5:50 left to go here in the period. Puck goes back out to neutral ice. Marley Bliss sending it on this side now. It's going to be gathered in here by Logan Narinsky with it here down for Fort Francis. 5:35 left to go here in the period. Warroad with it in the Fort Francis end. It's Lawrenson with the shot. That gets deflected away. Play over here near corner. Hannah Pope after it here now. Pope able to catch up with it. Now the Warriors with it, centering feed out front. It's Taylor Reese. Another save, another shot, another save for Shayna Shoot here for Fort Francis. 5:15 left to go here in period number 2. It's Warroad 7 and Fort Francis 1. Centering feed once again. This one tipped away. Here come the Muskies back the other way. It's Bella Fry once again. This time the Warriors back on defense, not letting her get around. And penalty coming up, and this one's going to go on Warroad. So Fort Francis will have a power play. 5:03 left to go here in the period. Lydia Filing with the penalty. And again, Fort Francis will have a 5-on-4 skater advantage coming up for the next 2 minutes. As far as the Warroad penalty kill, 15 of 15. They have not allowed a power play goal this season. We'll see if that trend holds up with the Muskies power play. 4:56 left here now in the period. Face-off here in the near face-off circle, off to the left of Peyton Raleigh on the glove side. Peyton Raleigh is committed to going to the University of Minnesota next year. It's Reagan Haley taking it off the draw now. Pass up ahead, goes around the ball up ahead now. Hardwick and ties up. Now it's going to be sent down the length of the ice there by the Warroad PK. 4:40 left to go here in the period. Minute and a half left to go in the minor penalty to Warroad's Lydia Filing. 7-1, Warroad with the lead here over the Fort Francis Muskies here at the Gardens Arena. Up ahead, played into the Warroad end. And a whistle stop and play here with 4:28 left. So new personnel out for Warroad as the faceoff is going to come back into the Fort Francis end. They're going to face off over in the far face-off circle. Right up there now, it's going to be the Muskies who take control now. It's going to be Marley Bliss with it. Bliss skating it out from her own end. Pass up ahead, didn't quite connect that time. With Bella Fry, it's going to be sent back in here now by Warroad. Reese with it. Up top. Shot fan on it, kicks it toward the net, and that one gets steered aside. 4 minutes left to go here in the period. 55 seconds left to go, and the minor penalty to Warroad. Brought across here now by the Muskies. Drop pass. That one's going to be knocked away. Muskies with it once again. Hitting it back up top. Pass went behind of Gina Gushlak. 3:40 left to go here in the period, and a whistle stop play here with 3:39 left and 37 seconds left in the minor penalty to Warroad's Lydia Filing. Face-off outside the Warroad blue line here near face-off dot. It'll be Lindsay Lawrenson taking the draw here with Logan Narinsky. Puck drawn back into the Fort Francis end. It'll be Hannah Pope. Pope up ahead. Trying to get it over there to Tangape. That didn't quite happen. And it's going to be sent back into the Fort Francis end here by Warroad. 3:20 left to go here in the period. 19 seconds left to go in the Fort Francis power play. Brought across. Puck knocked away. Warroad trying to clear. Kept in by the Muskies. Now the Warriors clear it down the ice. And back after it here. I think that's Sailor Easton over there here for Fort Francis. Back behind her own net. 3 minutes left to go in the period. Warroad back at full strength here. Brought across here by Fort Francis. Now here come the Warriors back the other way. Jaylee French coming in on a breakaway. French takes the goaltender, shoots and scores. Jaylee French. Time of the goal is going to be at 14:12. Makes it an 8-1 game. Warroad. Jaylee French with the goal. That is her 8th of the season. She's got 3 assists on tonight. So 3 points puts her up to 17 now. 2:35 left to go here in the period. Fort Francis with the shot. That goes wide of the net that time. Reagan Haley and Taylor Reese with the assist on the goal by Jaylee French. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go here in period number 2, and an 8-1 Warroad lead here over the Fort Francis Muskies. Kate Johnson. Now it's Olivia Anthony with the shot. That one's going to be deflected up and into, or out of play rather. Again, just over 2 minutes left to go here. Period number 2. Warroad with a 7-goal lead. They scored 3 times here in the period. Face off to the right of Shayna Shoots. Shot in. That one deflected by traffic out in front of the net. Pope going after it. Hannah Pope over there now for the Muskies. Sending it back behind the net. Now sent over to the far side. Narinsky going after it now. Narinsky here for Fort Francis. That one's going to go off skate. Kept in here now by Warroad. Still keeping it in that offensive zone here. 2 minutes left to go here in the period. It's Linnea Heron. Heron has it knocked away by Easton. Now played over here in the corner. Played up but not out. Kept in nicely at the point that time by Michaela Lee here for Warroad. She plays it down over into the far corner. Minute 49 left. Now it'll be taken up here by the Muskies. The shot just inside the blue line. The save by Peyton Raleigh. And we'll get a face-off here with 1:38 left to go here in period number 2. In an 8-1 game. It's 5-1 after 1. Warroad putting up 3 more here in the second period. Take a 7-goal lead. So we'll start the third period running time. Gathered in now. Or you're sending it out here for our corner. Lindsay Lawrenson with it. Now it's going to be Vivian Marcoca with it here for the Warroad. Taylor Reese pass up it a little bit further. Now it's Emmy Hardwick. Hardwick top of the circle. Now it's Lawrenson with it. Lindsay Lawrenson circling it around. Puck loose in front, still loose. Now backhanded wide of the net that time by Lawrenson. Final minute of play here, second period. Send it to the Warroad end now. Fort Francis coming over there. Cruising in on net, and it goes all the way through the crease area there. Grusilak there for Fort Francis. Now Warroad back the other way. That got knocked down by Arpin, and it'll be sent back in here now by the Muskies. 43 seconds left to go here in the period. Outside the face-off circle. Take it up here by Emmy Hardwick now. Hardwick. Now it's Taylor Reese. Reese splits the defense. Reese with the shot. The save by Shoot. Cleared up there by Fort Francis here. Final seconds of play here in the period. Here's Bella Fry. She's got the lone goal for Fort Francis in the hockey game. That was back in the first period. Now taking up here is Olivia Anthony. She's got a hat trick tonight. That was in the first period. Centering feed. That one was deflected away. Save number 31 for Shayna Shoot. Played out to center. That's going to do it. 34 minutes in. Warroad Warriors 8 and the Fort Francis Muskies 1. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with our second period recap right after this on KQ92 and your live event.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB The Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or a career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB The Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Hi, I'm Deanna and I work at Marvin. HQ was definitely built around the person, the architecture, the windows, the lights, like everything feels alive in that space. But then there's also these little nooks and crannies where you can go and relax. If you think about a home and what you want in your home and how it makes you feel comfortable and you want to be there, I think that's what HQ provides. Come join me at Marvin, you'll love it here.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
.org.
All right, welcome back to the Gardens Arena. Let's get our second period recap in as the Warroad Warriors lead Fort Francis by a score of 8-1. Scoring in that second period, Lindsay Lawrenson got the Warriors on the board early at 1:55, scored unassisted, and that gave the Warriors a 6-1 lead. And for Lindsay Lawrenson, that is her second goal of the season. Warriors put up goal number 7 at the 7:12 mark. It was Emmy Hardwick on the power play with an assist to Ava Corrington. For Hardwick, that's her third goal. For Corrington, that is her second assist on the season. Warriors putting up their third goal of the second period at the 14:12 mark. Jaylee French putting up a goal, her 8th of the year. And assists going to Taylor Reese, her 5th assist on the year. And also an assist going to Reagan Haley. That is her 3rd assist on the season. So that is your scoring from period number 2. Shots in that second period, 16 for Warroad for a 2-period total of 39. That means 31 saves for Fort Francis netminder Shayna Shute, the senior, 31 saves through 2 periods. Fort Francis, shots in that second period, 8 for a 2-period total of 10. They had just 2 in that first period, 8 in the second period. So they have 10 shots through 2 periods. And that is where we sit with 17 minutes yet to play. When the puck drops to start the third period, the clock will run with the 7-goal differential as far as that goes. We're going to take our final time out. We're going to come back with the third period here at the Gardens Arena. You're listening to High School Hockey on KQ92, and you're watching on yourliveevent.com. We're going to be back right after this timeout.
Chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
All right, welcome back to the Gardens Arena. Team starting to come back out onto the ice here for period number 3 here of tonight's girls hockey game. Again, it's Warroad with the lead 8-1 over the Fort Francis Muskies. Again, a busy week. We had a couple of high school basketball games last night. Had both Warroad boys and girls basketball last night. Of course, Warroad girls hockey tonight. We got Warroad boys and girls basketball again on Thursday on KQ92 and YLE as the Warriors play host to the Rosa Rams in a doubleheader. And we've got BGMR Gator basketball on Thursday. Doubleheader there as they host the Mahnomen Waban Thunderbirds in a doubleheader. And again, Friday, it'll be more about back to boys hockey on KQ92. It'll be Lake of the Woods hosting Kitson County Central and Roseau hosting Sartell. That'll be on KRWB. Your Lake of the Woods game will be on KQ92 coming up on Friday night. Both games start at 6 on Friday. Early start times there. Are ready to get underway here, third period. And here we go. We're underway. We're defending the goal off to our left. The Muskies the goal off to our right. It's played over here in the near corner now, back far side. And collision over on the far side. It's played up, and it's going to be tipped into the zone now. Warroad able to gain the Fort Francis end centering feed. That goes all the way through. Now the Muskies back the other way. Pushed up the other here by Herschelak. Now Jaylee French. Here's Carly Kalbrenner. And he stopped there, a save there by Shayna Shute. That is her 32nd save. 32 saves for Shayna Shute here on the evening. Face-off here in the near face-off circle. It'll be Lindsay Lawrenson taking the draw, getting it back up here to Marcoka. Sent back behind the net to Shute. Now hits off the side of the net. There's Hannah Pope over there now for Fort Francis. Gathered up here now by the Muskies. Muskies able to get it up and out. It goes past Narinsky. Sent back out to the center ice area now. Dumped back into the Warroad end. Warriors back after it there. It's Reagan Haley over to Marcoka here on this side. Now she'll play it back or skate it back behind the net once again. Tipped up and out now, skated up here down by Lindsay Lawrenson. Lawrenson up ahead. Here comes Taylor Reese. Reese skating in, shoots. Oh, she hits the top of the crossbar. Hit the crossbar, and it came straight down and into that blue painted area out in front of the net. Taylor Reese almost made it 9-1. Another shot in. That one is going to go wide of the net. 2 minutes gone here, period number 3. Running time here, third period, 8-1. Warroad with a 7-goal lead here over Fort Francis on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Narinsky coming back in now for the Muskies, has it on the backhand, switches to the forehand, and the net comes off the magnets, and we'll get a stoppage of play here with Clock running 14:40 and counting here in period number 3. 33 saves for Shayna Shute for Fort Francis and 10 saves for Peyton Raleigh here in the hockey game. Played up here along the near side. Now it's going to be sent all the way around the board. Gathered in, sent up to neutral ice into the neutral zone. Linnea Heron sending it toward the net. It's going to be steered aside there by Shute. That's save number 34 for the senior netminder here for the Muskies. Played over here in the corner now. Linnea Heron back behind the Fort Francis net. Puck still back behind the Fort Francis net as Marley Bliss with it. Bliss now shot in there by Corrington, and they score. The puck gets past. The initial save, I think, was made, but the puck got passed. And it's a 9-1 game. Warroad will get the scoring here as the clock ran. It didn't quite catch the time signature for when the goal was scored. Here comes Bella Fry on the backhand. Corrington with the goal that is going to be her second point. She's got an assist in the game. She's got a goal and an assist now. She's got 2 points. Corrington with the goal. Playing the Warroad end now. It's going to be played up and out here. Jaylee French as it goes all the way down to the Fort Francis end. That's going to be an icing and a face-off coming back down in the Warroad end here. 12:45 and counting here, third period. Again, a 9-1 hockey game. Relatively clean as far as penalties go. I think each team has won in the hockey game. And Warroad was the lone team to capitalize on the power play here this evening. Tipped up ahead, tipped into the Fort Francis end, giving chase here are the Muskies as the Warriors now taking up here now is Carly Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner, high shot in. That one knocked down, save made again there by Shayna Shute. This save number 36 for Shute. 36 saves on 45 shots. Face off now. Lindsay Lawrenson and Marley Bliss. Pair of sevens. Facing it off over there. Held in at the point there, Kate Johnson. Momentarily now, it's going to be sent up to neutral ice. Back on this side to Marley Bliss. Getting there first, though, is going to be Kate Johnson here for Warroad. Johnson sweeping around the board here for our corner. Gathered up here, Lindsay Lawrenson. Lawrenson back the other way now for Warroad. Lawrenson crossed the blue line, top of the circle. Stops, feeds it toward the middle, shot in. That one knocked down by traffic out in front of the Fort Francis net. Here's Ellie Hardwick, who plays it down over to Emmy Hardwick. We got Emmy Hardwick and Ellie Hardwick. Play side of the net. Now it's going to be taken up here by Narinsky. Narinsky skates past Hardwick. Narinsky's got a teammate with her. Can't get the pass away. Penalty coming up. And it's going to be an interference call. And it's going to be the second penalty on Warroad this evening. Just the third of the game. Kate Johnson goes off. And it'll be a power play opportunity here for Fort Francis. Again, it's 9-1 Warroad lead here over the Muskies. Rhea scored 5 times in the first, 3 in the second, and 1 here in the third. Olivia Anthony with a hat trick in the first. Lone goal for Fort Francis. That was scored in the first period by Bella Fry on a breakaway. Brought back out now. It's going to be sent around the board. The Warriors getting it out to center. Now here's Jaylee French. French on a backhand. Skates it over into the corner. Outside the circle on this side, Michaela Lee. High shot in. That one wide of the net. Kept in here now by Warroad. Warroad keeping it in the zone, and they're a skater down. Here come the Muskies now. Muskies with it at center ice. Knocked down there by Quarrington. Sent into the Fort Francis end now. Banked off the wall. It's going to be brought across here now by the Muskies. Shot in. That's pad save made. See, another shot that goes wide of the net that time. 9:25 left to go here in the period. 50 seconds left to go in the minor penalty to Warroad's Kate Johnson. Way back in the Fort Francis stand, it's Marley Bliss. Again, Marley Bliss committed to Concordia College in Moorhead. She'll be headed off there after she gets done with her senior season with the Muskies. Right across now, it's Carly Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner with a burst of speed, then kind of lost an edge and lost control of it over into the near corner. Coming up on halfway through the third period. Again, it's Warroad 9 and Fort Francis 1 on the Security Steep Bank scoreboard. Carly Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner back on this side. Tied up now, it's Olivia Anthony. She had the hat trick back in the first period. Sent back behind the net. Kalbrenner with it now, tried to wrap around that time. Knocked away there by Shute. And it's Narinsky will get the pass. Pass a little bit too far for Narinsky, make that. And it's going to be tipped up ahead here. Vivian Marcoca will send it in here down for Warroad. 8:12 left to go and counting here. Period number 3. Play back behind the Fort Francis net. Still tied up over there now. It's going to be played out outside the face-off circle up top. Michaela Lee. Shot save made by Shute. That is save number 37. Here comes Bella Fry now. Back the other way here now for the Muskies. Got tied up there as she went in toward the net. Tied up there by Michaela Lee for Warroad. Warriors coming back the other way. They send it out to center. And a whistle stop and play here. Now we got a penalty coming up on the Muskies. Just when I said it's a clean game, there's only been one penalty apiece. Each team has taken a penalty since I said that. So I guess you could call that broadcaster's jinx, right? 7:23 and counting here. Period number 3. 9-1 Warroad with the lead on the Security Steep Bank scoreboard and the face-off here in the Fort Francis end. Play going back behind the net. It's going to be swept around the board. Kalbrenner to Anthony. Shot in. Save made by Shute. Save number 38. Gathered up here now by Olivia Anthony. Centering feed. Another shot. Another save by Shute. 39 saves now for the senior netminder here for the Muskies. Sent back behind the net now. Off onto the stick of Olivia Anthony. Here's Vivian Marcoca. Taken up here now by Warroad. It's Jaylee French. Shot in. Another shot in. That one's going to go wide of the net that time. Center here along the board. Now back up top. Here's the Warriors working it here on a power play 5-on-4 skater advantage. Here's Marcoca. Shot. That one deflects high and wide. Now side of the net. Olivia Anthony puts it wide of the net. Taken up here by Fort Francis, and it's going to be sent down the length of the ice. Steered aside there by Peyton Raleigh. 45 seconds left to go in the minor penalty to the Muskies' Bella Fry. 6 minutes left to go here, third period. Drop pass over here now to Emmy Hardwick. Didn't quite connect there. Hardwick. Now here comes Warriors. Another shot, another save by Shute. That's save number 40 for the senior netminder for the Muskies. Side of the net, shot, goal. Emmy Hardwick, standing on the side of the net, just flipped it past. That's the second goal for Emmy Hardwick, and it is now a 10-1 Warroad lead here over Fort Francis. We have 5:21 left to go here in period number 3. Warriors right back in. Goal! Carly Brecky. Carly Brecky comes right down and fires another one in. And it is 11-1. 11-1 now, Warroad. 4:40 left to go here. And Carly Brecky, right after Amy Hardwick had scored to put the Warriors up 10-1. Brecky with the goal to make it an 11-1 game. Back up top, shot there, save Raleigh for Warroad. Now it'll be sent all the way down into the Fort Francis end. Back after it here as Warroad getting there first here in the offensive zone. Carly Brecky. Play over here now. Back behind the net, sent over here far corner. It's going to be taken up here. It's Ellie Hardwick now. Warriors 2025-26 roster includes Emmy Hardwick, a senior, Ellie Hardwick, a sophomore, and junior varsity coach Abby Hardwick. With 3 Hardwicks in the Warrior girls hockey here for 25-26. 3.5 minutes left to go here, third period. 11-1 on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Puck knocked away. They're trying to get it up to Narinsky, who is behind the defense. Can't do so as it's knocked back into the Fort Francis end here by Warroad. 3 minutes left to go. Now they're going to be right across Narinsky. Shot in. That got knocked down by traffic out in front. Muskie's trying to get another shot away, taken away there by Warroad. It's going to be Lydia Piling up ahead now to Samantha Earhart. Earhart trying to get past, can't do so. Here's Linnea Heron now. Heron outside the circle here, left side, centering feed out front. Taken up here by the Warriors. It's Ava Corrington with it now. Earhart with it now, back behind the net. Tied up over here, far corner now, taken up by the Muskies, sent up the wall, and down the length of the ice, and that's going to be an icing and a face-off coming down in the Fort Francis end here. 2:30 and counting here in the third period. Again, the Warriors with the lead, and our post-game will recap the scoring in the third period, and make sure you join us for our post-game awards, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game and the Woods Outdoor Sporting Goods Star of the Game. And boy, there's a handful of folks that you can pick for those particular awards. We'll get those coming up here in our post-game report. 1:55 left here, play in the Fort Francis end. A 40-save performance by Shayna Shute. 40 saves on 51 shots by Warroad. 40 saves by Shayna Shute. Warroad with it here in the zone. Minute and a half left to go. Another shot in. Another save by Shute. Make that 41 saves for Shute. 41 saves on 52 shots. The Muskies with 3 shots in the period. Shot in Johnson. Now it's going to be deflected wide of the net. Kalbrenner with it now. Centers it. Gathered up here now by Marley Bliss. Bliss banking it off the near wall. It's going to be kept in here now by Warroad. Yeah, Reese with it now. It'll be sent back down the length of the ice here by Fort Francis. Warroad with it now. Lead pass up ahead. Knocked out of the air there by Bliss. Swatted away there by the Warriors as they get it into the Fort Francis end. Now the Muskies back the other way. Final minute of play, final seconds of play, I should say, here in the hockey game. It's going to be Lindsay Lawrenson with it now. Lawrenson, her pass over here now. Kate Johnson. Johnson with some room. Johnson with a touch. He scores! Kate Johnson makes it 12-1. And that, for all intents and purposes, I think they're going to line it up for a face-off at center ice. By the time they do it and they get things kind of moving around, the time is going to run out. And there you go. That is your final. Your final score, Warroad 12, Fort Francis 1. We'll be back with our post-game report right after this.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Hi, I'm Deanna and I work at Marvin. HQ was definitely built around the person, the architecture, the windows, the lights, like everything feels alive in that space. But then there's also these little nooks and crannies where you can go and relax. If you think about a home and what you want in your home and how it makes you feel comfortable and you want to be there, I think that's what HQ provides. Come join me at Marvin, you'll love it here.
All right, welcome back to the Gardens Arena. It's going to be it's our post-game report as we recap the third period and recap this one here as the Warroad Warriors win their 8th game of the year. They go to 8-2 as they defeat Fort Francis tonight by a score of 12-1. Scoring in that third period, Warroad got on the board, got their 9th goal of the game, their 8th goal of the game, make that. And that was scored by Ava Corrington. The Warriors then picked up a goal from Emmy Hardwick. And literally seconds after Emmy Hardwick scored the 10th goal of the game, Harley Brecky put goal number 11 on the board for Warroad. And the scoring was wrapped up by Kate Johnson as she put on goal number 12. So that is your scoring for period at number 3. Shots in that third period, 13 for Warroad for a game total of 52. So that means 40 saves for Fort Francis senior netminder Shayna Shute. And for the Muskies, they had 3 shots in that period. They had a game total of 13. So for Peyton Raleigh, a 12 saves on the game for Peyton Raleigh. Again, a 12-1 Warroad win over the Fort Francis Muskies. Here in high school girls hockey, the Warriors, they will be, they win tonight, and coming up next for Warroad, they will be at East Grand Forks on Thursday, and they will follow that up. They've got back-to-back road games coming up in their next 2 games. They'll be at East Grand Forks on Thursday. Then on Tuesday of the following week, they will be at Thief River Falls. So a couple of section games on the road up next for the Warrior girls hockey team. Again, Thursday this week at East Grand Forks, and then Tuesday of the following week when they travel to Thief River Falls. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back. We'll continue with our post-game. We've got our post-game awards, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and our Woods Outdoor Sporting Goods Star of the Game coming up in our post-game to get those interviews in before we sign off from the Gardens Arena here this evening. Once again, your final 12-1 Warroad over Fort Francis in girls hockey on KQ92, and also your live event.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Yeah, welcome back to the Gardens Arena here as we continue on our post-game reports where the Warroad Warriors have defeated the Fort Francis Muskies by a score of 12-1. Warroad winning their 8th game of the season. And on a roll are the Warriors as of late, as this is their 5th straight win and 6 out of their last 7. They last loss was a Tuesday before Thanksgiving, a 2-0 loss against Bemidji. They'll see the Lumberjacks down in Bemidji early January, and that the last loss the Warriors have suffered here this season. After that, they followed that up with a 3-0 win over Andover and a 7-0 win over Crookston on December the 2nd. Then this past weekend, again, a 7-0 win over Gentry Academy and a huge 3-1 win over Breck, handing the Mustangs their first loss on the season. That was back on this past Saturday. The Warriors defeating Breck, and now 12-1 win. Warroad winning here again for the fifth time, and 6 out of their last 7 uh, have been in the W column for the black and gold. Again, they will be uh, back in action coming up on Thursday as they will be at East Grand Forks. And again, they will be in action on Tuesday the following week. They will take on Thief River Falls. And the Prowlers are having a nice year. They'll take on Thief River Falls at Ralph Engelstead Arena. And that Friday, the Friday before the um, holiday break, and just before the Girls Hockeytown Holiday Classic, the Warriors will welcome in the St. Cloud Crush. And we'll have that game right here on KQ 92 and also at your live event. We give our post-game awards out, and our Woods Outdoor Sporting Goods Warroad Thread star of the game, the Woods. Their ice fishing sale is going to be coming up here real soon. Get ready for the ice fishing season because it's been cold enough and the lake is making ice and folks are getting out and getting out in the water and getting some ice fishing in. And you can you get all your gear at the Woods Outdoor Sporting Goods, 4.5 miles west of Warroad on Highway 11. Again, your Woods Outdoor Sporting Goods star of the game. Got to give it to Olivia Anthony. Hat trick in the first period, and she is your Woods Outdoor Sporting Goods star of the game. Your Warroad, your Enbridge Energy player of the game, player bringing the energy tonight for Warroad. We're gonna give that one to Jaylee French. She had 2 assists. She assisted on Olivia Anthony's first 2 goals in the first period, then scored the final goal of the second period for Warroad. And so a goal and 2 assists for Jaylee French. She is our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Enbridge Energy, again, doing a thank and congratulate all of those who worked hard on the recent Line 3 project. Enbridge Energy, they're solving the problems of tomorrow today as they are moving energy safely, reliably, and sustainably. Enbridge Energy, life takes energy. Visit Enbridge Energy at enbridge.com. Again, Jaylee French is your Enbridge Energy player of the game. And that is going to wrap it up here from the Gardens Arena with the Warroad Warriors defeating Fort Francis 12-1 here this evening. Again, our next sports broadcast coming up on Thursday. Couple of basketball doubleheaders on KRWB. BGMR will host Monoman Waban in a doubleheader. And on KQ92 and your live event, Warroad will play host to the Rosa Rams in a doubleheader. Girls game at 5:30, boys game at 7:30. That is what's on tap coming up for Thursday. That's going to do it from the Gardens. I'm John Michael. Have a good evening, everybody. Stay safe.